So just so you know, our squad, we have our wonderful Juhi and I, who are product managers, our amazing, talented designers, Rebecca and Elgin, and our developers, Irina, Katie, and Ty. They are our unstoppable force that have been able to get us where we are. So just so you know, our overview, we have our problem space that is really focused on burnout among women and non-binary individuals in the tech industry. We really wanted to focus on this, not only because we wanted to be focused on inclusivity and mental health advocacy, but we also recognize that post-pandemic, there was a great resignation and people were leaving the tech industry. And we wanted to ensure that we could support in any way possible moving forward. So we have our company name. It is called Blisssfull with 3 S's, just to be a little bit more unique. But basically, this platform is an ability to recommend self-care activities for individuals experiencing burnout. We're going to talk a little bit more about the questionnaire later on, but just so that you know, we perceive that energy level and it's going to be separated into low and high. We've researched 9 participants to understand, kind of get to this point where we are with our website. And we wanted to make sure we understood what people wanted from a website and some help. People really said they wanted a self-evaluation, resources, reminders to take a break. And so those are some of the things that we really prioritize incorporating. Our MVP pulled patterns from surveys. We asked our team to really help, because we're all women or non-binary members in tech, to really think about what we would also want. And one of the things that became a challenge was really thinking about what was the least amount of work for a backend. And then last but not least, we agreed on a questionnaire. So we have our roadmap. Our sprint number 4 was actually focusing on pulling things through mobile responsive, which I won't be able to show you today because I won't be on a mobile. But it was one of our things that we really wanted to prioritize because everyone is on their phones nowadays. So our questionnaire, we did use ChatGPT for this questionnaire because originally one of the things we were tracking emotions, but then we realized we don't have a back end. So people wanted to see their emotions over time. And then the other piece that we were thinking about was, oh, we want something that's scientifically proven, something that's a little bit backed more with mental health. So we decided between low burnout and high burnout. There are some scores, but really what we wanted to prioritize with low burnout was activities that would require maybe a little bit more energy. And whereas high burnout, you might have something that's a little bit calmer, meditation, deep breathing exercises. So that brings us to our activities. We have a total of 51 activities backed by science. We wanted to make sure that they weren't activities that just made people feel good in the self-care world. But there are 33 activities for people with high burnout, and there are 18 activities for people with low burnout. That's not to say that people with low burnout can't accomplish those high burnout activities, but it really allowed us to think about, maybe if I have high burnout, maybe I'm not going to do an 8-mile hike. Maybe all the time I have energy for is a 10-minute meditation video. So on the bottom, we show you a little bit of what that activity looks like with our energy level.
Once you enter in,
before we get started there, our wonderful developer who actually just had to log off because she is at work, she shared a demo, and so I'm going to play it just so you can see a little bit of what that's like. So let me know if you have any questions.
That worked on the Blissful application for the past few weeks alongside of Erina and Ty, and I'm here to demo the app for you. Here we go. Once you enter into our website, you will be greeted and you will go ahead and click the Get Started button. When you hit that button, it'll take you to our burnout assessment. Here, the individual will fill out the questionnaire, and as you fill out the questionnaire, the values you select will accumulate into a total score that will then be graded based on a grading scale. After submitting your answers, you will then be taken to our recommendations page based on your total score. By clicking that button, it will take you to our recommendations page, and this page shows us our score from the questionnaire that was filled out, our level of burnout, and the suggested activities with information to go along with each activity. Once you choose an activity, you have the option to add it to your calendar to complete when you have the time, whether it be right now or a little bit later in your day. And then at the end of the page, we have a little feedback area where you can give us a thumbs up based on how satisfied you are with the feedback, or a thumbs down. If you click the thumbs down, you'll notice that it pops out a new button to allow you to explore all of our resources. And by clicking this page, you will then be taken to all of our resources that we have saved for you guys to check out. So this is what we've come up with. We're super happy to present this to you guys, and we hope you enjoy.
Thank you, Katie, for that wonderful demo. I am sad that she's not here. I also wanted to show you, before we moved on, what it would look like if you were on mobile responsive. Like I said, we're not on mobile, so we can't do that demo. But everything just got a little bit smaller. And future improvements, we really wanted to gamify tasks, user login to track out how burnout changes over time. But other than that, I know that I'm running out of time. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Cherry on Tech, for this amazing opportunity.